go. We're live. What's up?
What's up, people?
What's up? How you guys doing? How's everyone today?
How's everybody in the chat?
What's up? Spacious and Ahsoka and Ilker.
What's up?
I know you guys don't know me. You know Mike.
This is Zanovich17, streams on Twitch.
What's up? I've known Mike for a very long time.
Yeah.
So we decided, like, since we're both huge Star Wars fans, that it would be fun to come and do a little talk about this past week's episode.
Yeah, and this is the biggest Star Wars fan I know. I mean, he is literally like a walking Wikipedia to me, you know. So, who better to talk about the Mando with than the person that I know knows the most about Star Wars lore and everything.
So, let's get into it, because like this whole past week when we were watching it, I was like taking down notes and I was texting Mike and I was like,
yeah,
oh my god, did you see that thing that happened?
Lots to unravel.
Okay, so starting from the very top, Gamorrean Fight Club.
Dude, that was dope. That was dope.
Where they had, I don't know, those were like vibro axes.
I think they were vibro axes because like they were getting gutted at some point, but they weren't getting cut, so it was like just like an electric shock, like so they didn't actually get hurt, I guess.
I don't know if anyone in chat would know exactly what those were, but they looked like some sort of vibro thing to me, and that was pretty sick. And, I mean, we haven't seen
vibro axes.
We haven't seen any vibro axes. Have we seen Gamorreans in Star Wars since Return of the Jedi? Have we seen them at all?
I don't think so.
Not that I can think of.
No.
Hey, thanks, Bert. I love this shirt too. Look at that.
Yeah, check out the Baby Yoda.
Look how cute that is.
Notice the Baby Yoda shirt.
What's up? We got a bunch of you guys here.
Yeah.
What's up? Jacob and Candace and Ancient Cracks. Some YouTuber explained what the Gamorrean thing.
The axes.
Or the axes.
Oh.
Well, either way, that was really cool. The whole Fight Club thing was cool. And then I liked that we saw a bunch of really like familiar alien species in that bar.
The fan service on this was so good, but so well organized. Like it didn't seem tacky. It wasn't like trash compactor, like obviously, like, you know, it was like so
it wasn't overly fan service
in there. Like if you weren't a fan, like you could just watch it and just think it's all cool. I think you know,
absolutely.
If you didn't know Star Wars, it'll just be interesting.
We talked about how cool it was to see him fighting the Zabrak. That was awesome.
Yeah. Okay. So Mando is like really freaking powerful, dude.
He's tough, bro.
People were a couple people were posting this on IG, like who's tougher, like Boba Fett or Mando, and I'm thinking it's Mando, dude. He took out a Zabrak like nothing.
Yeah.
Those guys, those aliens are trained from birth to be like warriors. Yeah. And he just like, it was like nothing, dude.
You know.
Yeah. That was insane. So.
So then after that, okay. Love the slow ride through the town on the bike. That was actually where he's like kind of leaning back like this. Yeah, that was sick.
Yeah, he was strolling in there, dude. He was just like
sick.
That was like almost like like kind of Western.
Yeah.
At the same time, like walking in like
like
slow horse galloping kind of thing. Yeah, that was.
But yeah, as soon as they said something, and I think probably anybody that's in chat right now can agree with this. As soon as they said that he was going to see a Mandalorian that was on Tatooine, I think everybody immediately went, it's gotta be Boba.
It's gotta be Boba.
It's gotta be.
A good Mandalorian equals... Yeah, I agree with that. A good Mandalorian. Yeah, I was noticing, especially in this episode, I was like, he kind of just seems like a Jedi, like all the stuff he's doing. Like, a little more rogue because he like left that dude to die on the... that he hung up.
Yeah, but okay, wait, that was... I don't know what those things were. And does anybody know what those were? Because that was cool. Whatever those...
those dogs.
They were like dogs, but they like couldn't get into the light. Yeah. I have no idea what they were. And that's something I meant to look into.
Yeah, you know, I didn't think about that.
I have no idea. And I'm sure that it's something in lore that they're bringing up, but I don't remember. Then, okay, something we were just talking about this right before we went live. That I don't know if everyone caught it or whatever, but it was kind of a cool little Easter egg in there of as soon as Mando gets to Tatooine and he's with the lady, I don't remember her name. She's like the mechanic lady on Tatooine that loves
all
that
the
loves
droids.
the little baby Yoda so much. That she had R5, which R5 is the droid that Luke almost purchases from the Jawas, or that he does and then has problems.
Yeah.
Which I thought was like the coolest Easter egg that you're like, wait a second. That's that random droid, which I know there's been extended universe stuff about it, but like the random droid that we see in episode 4 comes back. Yeah, R5D4. That was sick, right?
Yeah.
That was so cool.
Yeah.
That you're like, oh wait, just that freaking droid from way back when.
Yeah, and apparently the legend is that droid purposely blew himself up so that R2D2 could give the information to, because somehow the droid knew the droid was force sensitive.
There was something about like droids with force sensitive.
Is that the legend of it? Yeah.
So I'm like, is R2D2 a Jedi? Like,
yeah, like somehow that droid knew.
Some like clickbaity YouTube titles right there, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was tons of little like nuggets of lore and stuff in this episode.
Definitely.
Let's see
but
what else.
So well placed, man.
It was.
So
it really
well
was.
done. It was so well done.
Like it didn't feel uncomfortable, you know?
No.
And that's what I think I appreciated about this a lot.
So subtle, but like you know, if you know, you know.
Well, and that's the other thing is like and something that I didn't love about Solo, that the movie, is that at the end when Darth Maul came out in Solo, if you were not like a hardcore fan that watched all the animated series and stuff, you're like, what the hell? Why is Darth Maul here?
Yeah, you'd be like, who the
you know,
heck
you
is
have
this?
no idea.
Yeah.
But with Mandalorian, what they're doing really well is like, if you've never watched anything Star Wars, if you've never seen a single Star Wars movie, you can still watch it and love it. Yeah. And understand everything that's happening. You can still watch it and understand everything. But if you're a hardcore lifelong Star Wars fan like we are,
it's like a whole
it's like a whole different level, and you can see so much and appreciate so much of like little like gifts that they're giving us of like, hey, remember that thing you loved as a child? Here it is.
So good.
Hey, we are live. What's up?
What's up, everybody? Yeah, thanks for hyping the chat. Chat is lit.
Yeah, it's good. We honestly, both of us were talking before this. We're like, nobody might show up. Like, we might just sit here and talk about Star Wars. So it's awesome that you guys are here to talk with us.
Yeah,
about it.
Man.
That's cool. Let's see what else. Oh, okay. Speaking of little tidbits of lore and stuff that they threw into this episode, the Krayt dragon.
Oh yeah. Dragon. All right. Yeah. That was dope.
So we talked the first time that we ever saw anything like Krayt dragon related was in New Hope.
The skeleton, right? Yeah.
Right away.
The remains.
Great Dragonator. Hey, we're talking about your ancestors, dude.
Great Dragonator. Krayt dragon, yeah. It really is.
It really is.
Yeah.
Dashi. It's literally It's like Dave Filoni wrote a freaking love letter to Star Wars fans.
But
it's the Mandalorian.
But like in code. So like people that don't know, like it's just like, oh, that's cool. That's cool. Like
it still is good.
So good.
But Krayt Dragon. Saw in episode 4, we saw like the bones when C-3PO first goes to Tatooine.
Yep.
We see like the bones in the background, and I just remember like as a child, and I don't know if anybody else had this. I just remember as a child like seeing these giant bones on Tatooine and be like, what is that?
Yeah.
Like, what's going on?
Yeah.
There's like a freaking dragon snake thing in
Amazing.
the middle of...
It's good thing there wasn't one that Krayt dragon, because it must have still been alive in episode 4, because this is like after episode 6. It didn't just chomp C-3PO.
C-3PO's walking across the just...
Yeah, or R2, like that would be it.
And then da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah.
Credits go.
Yeah. That would have had to have been it. Like, what could they have done?
Yeah, it's got a lot of payoffs. Even if you don't know, Krayt Dragon was freaking epic, man.
Yeah,
it was.
Okay, and what I loved about it is that the lore of the Krayt Dragon is like, as they grow older, they just get stronger and stronger. Like they don't age and weaken. And in the Old Republic game, to kill it, like Mando said, like you just got to blow up the tummy. Mm-hmm. But in this one was way bigger, so I'm assuming it was way older. So like they did that, and it still didn't kill it because it's just so strong. So then he had to freaking get inside of it and then blow it up.
Yep. So Fanboy Cantina here said, as a kid, I wondered what those bones were, a dinosaur. It's exactly like, I was like, there's like a giant desert dinosaur thing. And so it's cool to like actually see that on screen.
Yeah. That was crazy. And that one was bigger. Like, do you remember the Old Republic video game? You played that, right?
Yes.
This one was like way bigger than what was depicted in that game to me.
So something that I thought was really interesting as well with that is they've really done a good job of bringing Tusken Raiders into the lore as more than just like the kind of savage peoples that they were in, especially in the prequels.
Yeah.
And in you know the regular in 4, 5, 6, but in lore, if a lot of people have read books and stuff like that, the Tusken Raiders have like a lot of backstory, and while they are like a very violent people, like they're not evil, I guess.
Yeah.
And so I like that they've kind of brought that in of like Mando goes and he talks to them, he understands them, and like doesn't just treat them like the savage peoples that they're treated as in the movies.
Yeah.
I think that's really cool, and especially with I just remember, and I can't remember, maybe somebody in chat would know this. There was like a Tusken Raider Jedi and stuff that was really cool.
I think I remember that. He had an orange blade, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Which is funny because the orange blade signifies to avoid violence.
Yeah.
Right? That's pretty unique.
I just remember there was a Tusken Jedi, and I know they got more into like his story, or a Jedi that like went and lived with the Tusken Raiders. It was something like that, and I'm sure somebody in chat knows better.
Oh yeah, which brings us back to the Krayt Dragon, the pearl. They pulled out one of the pearls. Those are like incredibly.
Yes.
It's like a huge thing for the Sand People to have one of those, right? It's like a sign of like all of this.
Yeah.
It's what do you call it? It's like a recognition. Like you get huge recognition if you own one of those as a sand person.
And I also like after the episode, I had to go. I'll admit, don't trash me in chat, please. I had to go and look up the pearls because I was not remembering what a Krayt Dragon pearl was.
Yeah, like we said, we're huge Star Wars fans, but we're not we're not like Star Wars historians. We don't know like we might not know every single fact about everything.
We know everything about Star Wars. What do you mean?
Yeah.
But I read about it, and it was they said something about how it was like Kyber that a Krayt Dragon swallowed, and it formed into this pearl in its stomach after like years and years.
The acid in their stomach. Yeah.
And there was some extended universe story that I didn't read, but it was some Jedi like used one of the pearls to put in their lightsaber.
I'm pretty sure it's Revan, yeah.
And it made like a really unique. Is it Revan that did that?
Pretty sure it's Revan was the one that did that, yeah.
Yeah, the development of the Tusken culture is brilliant. Dudes are super cool and heavily underrated. Yeah, Dashy, I totally agree.
But yeah, like it's like a huge. I think yeah.
Oh wait, Dashy's saying the Tusken Jedi was canon. I did not know that.
Canon. I thought so. It seemed,
his son became Darth Krayt. Dude, I am behind on that. That's really cool. Yeah, I do like that it deals with I don't know how I would say it, but like the non-nobility of the galaxy, I guess. because so far in Star Wars we've been focused so much on the Skywalker line, and obviously Star Wars has been a story of the Skywalker family.
Right.
But it's just really cool to see stuff outside of that, you know, and the world that surrounds it, and like you said in chat here, I don't know who said that, but yeah, it's cool to focus on these smaller characters like the mercenaries and like just the people of the galaxy that bring us like the larger Star Wars universe.
Yeah,
and I really appreciate that they do that.
Pretty cool.
Let's see what else. Yeah, he said it's Phantom Sidious. He said in the show we deal with more with the outsiders of the galaxy, simple folk and mercenaries instead of rebellions, empires, etc. It's very refreshing. I 1,000% agree with that. I think that's really, really cool.
Definitely. It's so well done. So well done. Did you notice the Boba imposter? I forgot his name.
Yes.
He was. I'm almost certain that was Anakin's pod he was driving.
Okay,
Am I right?
Yeah.
What do you guys think in chat?
Okay.
Was that Anakin's pod or what?
Yes, somebody tell me what that was, because as soon as I saw that, I was like, that's a pod racer.
Yeah, that I'm pretty sure it was Anakin's. Like he just like modified it to be like a speeder basically, but I'm almost certain.
Dashy's bringing up my favorite part of Mando, just sitting back.
Spaghetti West. Yeah, exactly,
just
dude.
Mando sitting back cruising, dude.
Yo, what's up, Eddie? Thanks for joining us.
Oh, so good. Yeah, I hope they just like... I hope they just let this show...
Yeah, Anakin engine for sure, yeah.
YZZ
agrees with me, yeah.
It's gotta be, yeah.
YZ.
Everybody's
sure looked
saying,
like it, yeah.
Or maybe. Yeah, I mean, maybe it's not. Maybe it's like... Maybe it's just to show that, remember pod racing? That's still a thing.
Yeah, I guess so. But I don't know. It looked a whole lot like it.
So much like it.
Whole lot like it. It could have been anybody's, dude. It could have been Saboba's, but it looked a lot like Anakin's.
It did look a lot like Anakin's. That would have been really funny if he was driving Saboba's.
Yeah,
he's got those giant.
Yeah, like Mando's down here and he's like riding, like looking. Yeah, looking down.
That'd be freaking amazing.
That would have been obvious though. Like, that might have been a little too fan servicey, right? Like everyone would be like, "What is that?" But all the Star Wars fans would just love it.
And then so we had.
It's like a bit too. Yeah, that would have been a lot.
The coolest, but biggest disappointment in this whole episode was as soon as the guy walks in with Boba Fett's armor, and like you knew it was coming, so you're like, "Oh, here it comes!"
Yeah.
Here it comes.
The guy,
and then he walks in, you're like, "Who is this dude?"
Yeah.
Oh, it hurt me, man.
Yeah, I was like, are they just recasting Boba like to not be who it should be? I was like, for a second, I was like, oh man, but then. Yeah, then it was.
I was real upset. I was like, "Who the hell is this guy?"
No, but they purposely got that guy so it looked like it didn't fit him, and everyone would be like, "Oh, that's an imposter." Yeah.
And then somebody was telling me something that they knew that guy from, but I just remember we recently watched the Santa Clarita Diet. Have you ever seen that?
Oh,
show?
Yeah.
And he's like the main dude on Santa Clarita, and I was like,
yeah.
It's freaking Joel, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like, come on, Joel's not tough, dude.
Yeah, I was like, but they like, he was perfect for that part. Like, just a dude that was like, I just got to save this town. Yeah. Like, let me get in this armor.
And that was cool. The whole story of how they like found him. He got the armor and everything.
Yeah.
I want to know how the Jawas got Boba Fett's armor.
All right, here's what I'm thinking, man. The Boba let them have it. Like, all right, he got out of, think about his pathway. He got out of the Sarlacc. Mm-hmm. He's just gonna how did he got out but his armor didn't? Like, he got out of it and he must have just ditched his armor, dude. He had to have. I don't know why. Something about maybe because the Empire went down and he was working with the Empire.
Phantom Sidious goes, that guy used Boba Fett's weapons way better than Boba ever did.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
honestly,
you're not wrong.
Honestly, I didn't even think about that because everyone thinks like Boba's so,
yeah, he really
such a badass dude, but like,
Boba Fett, at the end of the day, he's more like a stormtrooper than he is like a clone trooper.
He was just but people love him though. Like he was just like, but basically, what did he do? Empire. He was just like, okay, you're coming with me. I'm taking him to Jabba.
Yeah.
And then Return of the Jedi, like it's that scene where he like pulls it out real quick and then like slowly puts it down. So you're like, oh, he's pretty cool. But then Han Solo ultimately ends up just like accidentally like ending him in the Sarlacc pit.
So they said, how did Boba live? So in what is now Legends, Boba Fett does survive. And there is a lot of stories about Boba Fett surviving. Some of them he was like in there for a long time. Some of them he just like blasted his way out and like killed the thing from the inside, and then went off and had all sorts of adventures.
They did a little parallel there. Like we showed Boba that obviously came out from inside a beast, and Mando did the same thing. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, true. Maybe just like the final episode of season 1 where Mando ditched their armor. That's true, actually. Maybe that was like a, because I know Mandalorians, they have such like a creed type of thing, but I don't know that Boba would follow that. Of like, he was defeated and he just ditched his armor. I don't know.
Oh, maybe he can't wear it.
Boba sold his armor in exchange for supplies to survive in the desert. That might be.
That's a good. That's
ashamed and
really
embarrassed
good.
of his defeat, giving up being a bounty hunter. That is a good.
That makes
theory.
A lot of sense.
That is a really good
because he did go down kind of embarrassingly. Like a blind guy accidentally ended you into the Sarlacc pit.
She said he had to lose his wanted level. He just hid behind a wall for a few seconds till his stars went down.
Yeah, exactly. That's hilarious.
Yeah, hoping it would be a surviving clone similar to Kicks. So that's another thing actually that I want to talk before we get into more Boba talk, because I do want to talk more about Boba. I am still wondering if the rumors of introducing Ahsoka and having Rex make an appearance are still going to be true. Because before the season came out, there's a bunch of rumors that there may be an appearance by Rex and Ahsoka.
They just have that same actor do.
I mean, listen, easy. That man is talented. He played thousands of clones. Okay.
Oh, he's so good. He's so good.
He played 1,000 different people in one movie.
He's an incredible actor.
True, Boba is not a Mandalorian by Creed.
That's what I was saying. I was about to say that I don't think he technically ever was. It's just his father was, and that was it.
His dad was.
So he just kind of took on the.
He just wears the armor.
He was he never like went through the
which is interesting, because then wouldn't you think like how Mando wanted to take armor back from whatever that guy's name is, Joel. How he wanted to take the armor back from him because he wasn't a Mandalorian, so he like didn't deserve the armor. Wouldn't you think that he would want to like take it from Boba? Then
he would probably
Boba's not a Mandalorian.
He would probably take it from Boba too, but like Boba, he would probably more likely think Boba is a Mandalorian. Yeah, he might be fooled to think that. Because he acts like one for sure.
At the end of episode 5, season 1. Was that Boba or Moff Gideon? Which one? The one with the... I mean, with the Darksaber, that was definitely Gideon. Don't want Ahsoka. You can't capture her essence. Yeah, that's kind of...
we'll see.
That's kind of a worry that I have, is we'll see. Ahsoka is such a beloved character, mm-hmm. and such a great character that, I don't know who they would get to play her and how they could do it.
Acting wise, I'm not sure. Stunt wise, Lauren Kim.
Well,
she did the
mocap.
The mocap for Ahsoka in Clone Wars, so easily in real life, that would be kind of cool to see.
That would be really
because it'll look exactly the same.
Actual like Ahsoka fighting.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know. I would love to see Rex at least. I would love to see Rex because obviously Rex is another like big fan favorite character,
and we see him in episode 6.
Yes,
apparently.
I don't
know if that's
real
what
or they're saying,
but fans. I think fans made that up though. They were just like, "Look, this looks like Rex," from the Clone Wars. But
yeah, didn't Boba have a communication device in the end of the episode? You mean, or what? Maybe I don't know.
I just noticed that like.
He had like some
gun.
staff thing, yeah.
Yeah, it looked like a sand person gun.
Yeah, it really did. And yeah, I'm wondering what Boba's plan is, because what it takes place. So the Mandalorian takes place 5 years after Return of the Jedi.
Yeah.
And I think that's 9. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. 9 years after. Luke blew up the Death Star. I'm pretty sure.
The first Death Star?
Yes, the first Death Star.
Yeah.
So it's 9 years after Luke blew up the first Death Star, 5 years after Return of the Jedi. So that would mean that Boba Fett has been on Tatooine for 5 years. Like, what has he been doing? What has he been doing the whole time? What's his plan? Well, he sees the Mandalorian. Is he gonna become a player? Was that just a like, hey, look, there's Boba Fett, he's still chilling here, or like, is he gonna become a player?
Dude,
in this?
He's got to become a player. That would be so weird to just see him and then that's it.
A standalone episode focusing on Boba Fett's survival might be it. Yeah, that would be pretty cool too. That would be pretty cool.
I wouldn't be mad. I think for the outside viewers that don't know, would be kind of like, what is this? Like, who is this guy? But I'm not gonna be mad.
Yes, and that's actually a good point that Dashy's bringing up as well. With the introduction of characters that are like beloved fan favorite characters or bigger characters, is that going to take our attention away from these new characters like the Mandalorian, that we want to focus on in this series? Because like we were saying earlier, this is not the story of the Skywalkers. This is not the story of, these big characters. This is the story of mercenaries and common people in the Star Wars universe.
Yeah.
So would bringing fan favorite characters like that in retract value from the story? That's actually a really good point in chat there.
It could be. I mean, you know how they did we don't need to get totally into the sequels, but they really didn't have too much for the old fan favorites, so they might do the same thing like that.
Wait, this is something I was talking about last night. I was joking last night that how the entire series, this is my fan theory of how the whole series is gonna end. Spoiler alert, guys, just hold on here. It's gonna go through all this stuff, right? Mando is going to deliver the child to the Jedi to start his training. And then we're going to see little baby Yoda start to lift something up with the Force, and then all of a sudden, boom, Kylo comes in and just cuts him in half, dude.
Dude. He already killed
just immediately.
Dude.
The whole series, and screen just goes black. That's the end.
No, dude, that'd be so...
Kylo just takes him and drop kicks him, man.
Oh, God.
I think that's the way to end the series. I think that's.
Do you think
Mando give Boba armor to Cara Dune? That's
I
actually
could see that. That's
a really good.
I could definitely see that happening.
Yeah.
If they're on a super hard mission, he's just like, hey, just put this on. We need to.
Yeah, put on a jetpack. That actually is a really good.
This is gonna get really rowdy. I'm gonna need you to put this on. Oh yeah, dude. They're not gonna have, dude. But who is gonna kill? Baby Yoda can't survive, right? Because he's not in the sequel. I feel like he would be a huge player in the sequels.
Well, and so Mandalorian takes place 5 years after Return of the Jedi.
Yeah.
How long after that does what's it called?
Force Awakens.
Force Awakens. How long does that?
Isn't that 30 years?
It's I'm pretty sure it's 30 years.
So it's
Yeah, they would get some. They would get some serious backlash from Kylo punting.
It's like where? Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't think this is gonna end well. This is gonna be like Game of Thrones at the end. Like I just don't see like you can't kill Baby Yoda, but I think he's gotta go.
But yeah, I don't know unless something happens where Mando doesn't deliver the baby to the Jedi.
Maybe
unless something like that happens.
Oh, I just came up with something just now. Okay, let's say like somehow, because we don't know about Palpatine and all of this mess. What if he like delivers it to Palpatine, thinking Palpatine's a Jedi, and then somehow that's how, I don't know, like Palpatine's minions or whatever, and that's how he comes back. Maybe they're gonna make it all make sense.
That would be effed up.
Because they haven't really told us the details about how Palpatine comes back. They're just like dark side magic. That's it.
Yeah. Child is 50 and still a baby. Yeah.
50, yeah.
That's true.
So he's gonna be like 70.
Yeah, 70.
He's still
75.
Like, when do you think they're actually like able to talk and stuff? Like, what age?
Yeah,
what age do you think that would happen? Because Yoda was like 900.
We have zero information about this species. We don't even know what it's called in Star Wars.
Yeah, we don't know.
We don't even know the name of the species in Star Wars. And the only ones we've seen are Yoda and Yaddle. Those are the only two that we've ever seen.
Yeah.
So
it just doesn't.
Palpatine eats him.
That's pretty dark. That's pretty dark.
Palpatine just cutting.
But
Yoda steak.
I could see that. That would be. I would prefer that to Kylo. Just
Palpatine is like, finally, I get my revenge on Yoda.
Yeah.
I do like this theory of Boba might steal the child in the final episode. That's actually not a bad. That's not a bad theory.
Where is Boba in the sequels? He's just like, nah, I'm cool.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm cool.
Maybe he's dead by then. Maybe. Oh, what if they kill Boba Fett off? Oh, what if they killed off Boba Fett?
They probably have to, man. I mean, they killed a lot of.
Yeah.
Lando's the only one that.
Baby Yoda X gets sent out the airlock of the Death Star. I saw Baby Yoda vent.
Oh, yeah.
Kick him, dude.
Out of the Death Star? Yeah. But, I mean, maybe he could do what Leia did and just, like, kind of flood himself back.
Space Windu says, Yoda defeated a Sith when he was 100. I'm thinking this baby can talk now.
He's just choosing not to.
Maybe.
Yeah, because it's, like, it seems really, like, 50 and he still can't talk. And
50
then, like,
years? Come on, dude.
Like, what is that proportionally, like, to humans? Like, that would, he's, like, still, like, 3 or 4?
Yeah.
So then, like, 100, he's, like, 6. But then, like, Yoda's 900, but really he's just, like, what would you say? He's just, like, 18?
Yeah, but if he dies, like, he died at, like, old age at
a 9. Yeah, so it's, like,
so,
I don't know.
Yeah, it seems
it's
like
really
a big
weird
chunk of this child's life is spent as a baby.
He must be able to talk, like, yeah. I'm really curious about this, like, age thing, you know, with Baby Yoda.
Just imagine at the end of the season, they're like, he's like about to talk, and then it's like, hey, how you doing? He has like this low voice.
Yeah.
Like shows like The Mandalorian and Rogue One answer so many questions. Yeah, there's a lot of questions, and I will say, I do, if any praise can come for the sequels, it is that I do appreciate that there are questions, in a way, because that just lets us explore more with lore, and that also leaves the door open for them to create more. Because I feel like if they just answer every single question in the movies, then shows like The Mandalorian can't happen. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. I mean, they could, but they're not as interesting. You're not like, like I need to know.
If there's no extension, like that was one of the things in Star Wars Rebels, which I will say, I know a lot of people didn't like that show. I loved it personally, but while watching it, I was like, well, it kind of sucks because like Kanan and Ezra are gonna have to die because they're Jedi.
Yeah.
Like they're gonna have to. And then and for anybody that hasn't watched Rebels, I don't want to spoil anything. And they definitely twisted it in a really interesting way, but it's just like when they don't leave room for questions, it makes it impossible to make fresh content. And that's just my opinion on it.
Yeah.
Maybe they just come of age overnight. It's just like he's just like a little baby, like knocking stuff over, and then all of a sudden he's like, "Hey, what's up, dude?"
Yeah, I'm thinking it's like it's got to be that to some degree because it just doesn't make sense with like 900 to 50. Like it's gotta something like that's gonna happen.
Do you think Boba Fett will die? I honestly, that's a great question, and he might. He might.
He's getting older too, though. Anyway, like
I think there's a good chance that he would. Yeah, he's got to be really old by now. What the?
Pretty old. I mean, I don't know how old he'd be. What do you say? Maybe 30s like, in Empire.
Good question. Well, because we'll say he's like.
Know. Oh, we can go by Attack of the Clones. Yeah.
Yeah, he would be in Attack of the Clones. We'll say like 13.
Yeah.
13 maybe.
All right.
Is that a good age to put him at?
And Anakin's like 18, right?
Right.
Okay, so I mean, he's nearly Darth Vader's age. He's like a few years younger than Vader.
Yeah.
And Vader's like what, 60, 70?
Yeah, so Boba Fett's probably in his 50s. He's 38. No way.
In this?
In Mandalorian, Boba Fett is 38.
Is Vader just 50 in Return?
Yeah, but he doesn't speed up like a regular clone.
Yeah. He's unaltered.
Django made sure that he was unaltered.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
What's up, Jared? Thanks for joining us.
That is true. Yeah, I don't know, man. That's a good question. And I guess we'll see what happens with Boba later on in this season. It's just really cool that they, think about Boba Fett for a second. Like, can we just have like some Boba Fett appreciation right now? Because Boba Fett was literally introduced in the Star Wars Christmas special, man.
Oh, that was his first appearance.
That's when Boba Fett first made his appearance in the freaking Christmas special, and became like a fan favorite character in the movies. Appeared in the prequels as a child, and then freaking all through like the Clone Wars series, he was in that. Did he appear in Rebels? I don't know if he appeared in Rebels. I don't think so. But now here he is appearing in Mandalorian. Vader was 45. Are you sure? That seems young.
Yeah, he seems so much older.
That seems really young.
But with all the lung issues and everything, I guess that's how.
Yeah.
So you look at his face and at it, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. No, 79. It's supposed to be the tragedy of Darth Vader. Yeah, I get that. But
no 789. Oh.
What didn't Lucas have? He had a plan for movies like that though. I thought, but it was very different. Kaz again and I saw both from the Christmas special and the show. Mm-hmm. They did. They actually for being as interesting as it was, the Christmas special definitely like introduced a lot of really big things into Star Wars. But you know who never caught on from the Christmas special? That freaking what was it? Chewbacca's nephew.
Chewbacca's whole family.
Yeah, Chewbacca's family.
Chewbacca had a whole like wife and kids and everything. that was yeah.
Oh, he was 22 in Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah.
And then Death 23. Yeah, that makes sense. That does make sense, David. Damn, I always thought he was. Oh yeah, you like my Star Wars? Yeah, I forgot I had those up.
Yeah.
All my Star Wars pictures, and we actually, you can't really see it, but up there's Boba Fett's helmet too. So.
Yeah.
Chewbacca, was that Chewbacca's son? I forget what his name was, but he's there's like that creepy gif of him where he's like smiling.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, he's got a whole family. They just never mentioned again.
Chewbacca's secret family that he keeps.
I mean, I guess that was good they did those specials because then they could kind of see like what people wanted.
Yeah.
Like, oh, Boba's cool. Let's get
Boba's
him.
cool. Put him in. Lumpy.
Lumpy.
Yeah. Dude, Make a series about him. After the Mandalorian, we need a Lumpy series.
Oh no.
Just imagine you go to Disney Plus, you look in the Star Wars section, they got like New Hope, Return of the Jedi, The Mandalorian, Lumpy, the series.
Dude, that could be animated like
no,
would be like a baby
live
show.
action Lumpy series.
Don't make that.
No, make it. Ship it, Disney. We want it.
Oh,
the fans want it. Wife Baka, bro Baka, sis Baka. Yeah.
No, basically, yeah.
Oh my god.
That's hilarious.
With Maz. Oh yeah. Okay, there's a lot of questions about Maz, and we can't even get into that today. We've already been talking for 45 minutes about this. Let's get Lumpy trending. Yes, please get Lumpy trending.
Hashtag.
I feel like if you look up hashtag Lumpy, there's gonna be a lot of things that we don't want to see. And none of them are freaking
careful,
Chewbacca's son.
careful with that tag.
Confused by Solo's ending. You mean with Darth Maul?
Yeah.
So, I'm not sure if you've seen the Clone Wars series or Rebels at all, but those series kind of clear that up a little bit. Bald Chewbacca picture, unfortunately, yes. I don't know if you've seen the Clone Wars series or Rebels at all, but those kind of clear up some things in Solo and how Maul is involved in like some crime syndicates and stuff like that, and leads crime syndicates, or more like manipulates crime syndicates, and so that's kind of how he's involved in Solo. But I don't know that they really presented that well, because anybody that's not watching all those series is like, why the hell is Darth Maul
they're
here?
like, who is this guy?
And then I don't want to keep us too long doing this talk, but yeah, I don't know if you got all other stuff, but really quickly I want to go to the Darksaber. I want to go to the Darksaber.
Oh yeah, somebody was asking about that.
Because the Darksaber was like the last thing we saw in the last season.
The Mandalorian saber.
Oh, also in the last episode, I'm gonna just say, F the creators for killing off that one dude who was so cool. The I Have Spoken. Yeah. Screw them for killing him off, man. Screw them for killing off I Have Spoken guy. I can't remember his name, but everybody freaking loved him, and they didn't have to do my man dirty like that, you know.
I was hoping that he kind of be back, like they just
he just resurrected.
I mean, maybe either he will be, who knows.
So here's the big question, because so let's kind of go over the timeline of the Darksaber real fast. Made by Mandalorian Jedi. Yeah, Quill, dude.
Yeah.
Pour one out for Quill, guys.
Quill, man.
So Darksaber was made by Mandalorian Jedi.
Yep.
And then kept at the Jedi Temple, stolen back by the Mandalorians.
Mm-hmm.
I can't 100% remember its path from there.
Mount Maul had it at some point. He bested the...
Yes. What was that guy's name? From the Death Watch.
Yeah.
He had the Darksaber.
The Death Watch leader. And then...
Maul killed him pretty brutally, if I remember.
And Sabine got it, right?
John and Anakin Skywalker are the exact same age. Wait. Sorry, you just blew my mind. I just got distracted by that in chat. The child and Anakin are the same freaking age.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Wait. That's nuts.
I've heard that.
Hey, you're good, Ghost Jedi. So Maul killed, was it Pre Vizsla or whatever? Or something like that? Pre Vizsla, yep.
Yeah.
Maul killed him and took the Darksaber. Then a bunch of stuff went down. Maul, fought Ahsoka? Or did he lose it before then?
I think he lost.
I don't remember, but I know he gets it. He gets it back.
He's not using it.
No, he didn't use it in season 7 of Clone Wars.
But he's still like
but
the crime syndicate,
didn't he?
Yeah,
didn't he have it?
He must have had it.
Oh, now I'm confused.
Getting some holes, but
because then they find it on
Rebels is the next time we see it. Sabine has it at some point.
Finds it on Dathomir? Does she find it on Dathomir? I'm pretty sure Sabine gets it on Dathomir. She takes it from Maul. And then after Sabine has it, Sabine gives it to, I don't remember her name.
The
Obi-Wan's girlfriend's sister.
Yeah, the current like Mandalorian tribe leader. Yeah.
What's up, General Skywalker? The movement. What's up, guys?
Yes.
Maul kept Darksaber in his home on Dathomir. Yes, and Sabine takes it. Sabine gives it to Obi-Wan's lover's sister.
Yeah.
So
then.
And then there's a blank period. Who am I?
Oh, this is Zanovich. If you're just joining, a lot of you guys are new joining. This is Zanovich. This is a good friend of mine. Biggest Star Wars nerd I know. So thought, you know what? Why don't we do some Mandalorian chat? He's got a good, he knows a lot about the lore and everything. So thought we'd have a good discussion.
What's up, little Billy? So there's a blank period that we have where we don't know what happens to the Darksaber between it going to this new leader of Mandalore or whatever until this guy has it. What's his name? Moff.
Yeah.
What's his name? Moff something.
Moff Gideon?
Moff Gideon.
Yeah, Moff Gideon.
Yeah.
You have something I want.
Until he has the Darksaber, I don't know what happens between then, and we haven't figured that out yet. How he gets it
somehow, because he's like in a Legion of the Empire that like never gave up, and then it makes a whole lot of sense. Well, remember the Empire when the Mando goes back to that like their underground lair, and the Empire just took out all the Mandos there. Like they must have just done that.
I was gonna say, did they just like wipe Mandalorian?
They must have just wiped out that whole
And actually, yeah, that's interesting that like the Empire went to try to like purge the Mandalorians from the galaxy. But that's very interesting with like the remnants of the Empire, because we did see that in things like even like the storyline of Star Wars Battlefront 2. If anybody played the newer Star Wars Battlefront,
that's like right when the Death Star pops. Yeah,
it's what the Emperor has like his contingency plan where he like wants to just kill as many people as possible, pretty much. And so it's kind of interesting to see that there are remnants of the Empire that are still loyal and still want to kill people.
Yeah.
Oh hey, we got a compliment for you. Really like your reimagined versions of Star Wars lightsaber duels. If you're capable of making Luke versus Vader from Return of the Jedi.
Yeah, I've been telling people that, mate. Thank you, dude. I appreciate that. Yeah, that's definitely one I want to do. Right now, I am saving up for a Vader suit. I got it on my Ko-Fi where we don't have any money raised. But yeah, if you want to put in some bucks, like so we can get a Vader suit, we would love to do that one.
And also, so like I said, I know most of you don't know me. You all know Mike.
Yeah, again, for people just joining in, this is Zanovich. He's a good buddy of mine. Streams on Twitch.
If you saw, there was a week ago, 2 weeks ago, Mike was teaching me how to do some lightsaber fighting, and it was super fun. Like, I have never done that before, and Mike is a very good master. So.
Yeah, it's actually, he did so well for his first time. Can we pull it up really quick?
Maybe.
Is that possible?
I don't know.
If we can't, you can look it up on my IG page. You just got to scroll down a bit. But yeah, this was his first time ever picking up a saber, doing some saber combat. And I thought he did extremely well, so I posted it.
It was super fun. We just like went to a park, and he taught me the ways of the Force.
Yeah.
Here, wait, let me see if you wanna.
I think you can look it up on yours.
You're right. You're right. Let me find it. We're finding it.
Yeah, 1 second.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where are you?
Right. Oh, it's messed.
You can just type it you're right there, aren't you?
So you scroll down.
Here,
can you do screen? You just gotta do screen sharing.
See, I got it set up for playing Among Us. Where is
Oh, cool. They can see it now. Just keep scrolling. Yeah,
Dang.
there we go.
Hey, there we go.
All right, here it is.
There's Mike and I fighting.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a bunch of fun, man. It was super fun.
Yeah.
It was super fun. Let me go back to this. That was super cool. Mike is, like I said, Mike is a good master. He was awesome, man. Cheapest durable lightsaber.
Cheapest durable.
Good question.
Yeah, for the ones if you want to hit them really hard like I do, I've done my research. It's about $100. I got links in my bio for those, and I got coupon codes for you if you want them. But yeah, about $100. Maz has some good ones I've like really beaten the crap out of, and they hold up. And so Kai sabers as well. Sound and no sound if you need sound.
Yes, and Maul is or was the boss of Crimson Dawn. Yeah. That is the crime syndicate. You hate Among Us, dude? No, I love you.
That's kind of random. So random.
But yeah, I would like to do more fights with Mike. That was fun. It was really cool to learn. If any of you ever get a chance to go and make up some choreography with your friends and stuff, it's super fun just to like record it and learn it and stuff.
Yeah.
And while we're doing that, Mike has a lot of awesome tutorials here on his YouTube. If you are subscribed, you can check them all out.
Yeah, you can learn all the stuff we do.
Like and subscribe.
Pretty much, I've got a lot of the movie fight tutorials. I'm sure a lot of you know that are subscribed. And yeah, hopefully we'll do more with Zane too if he's into it.
That'd be fun.
We'll keep doing some more stuff.
And let me just answer this question here in chat. David asks, do you think Darth Maul and Obi-Wan's duel in Rebels should have been big and cool? No. I think how they did it was so beautiful and like almost like poetic in a way, where it was like Darth Maul tries to do the exact same move on Obi-Wan that he uses on Qui-Gon, and Obi-Wan counters it, and it goes from, because in Rebels they have, or in Clone Wars, they have so many fights that are like these big long fights where they're all flourishy and crazy, and the fact that they then changed to like being so mature in their fight, and they barely, like, they stand there for a while, they assess their opponent, like,
they're older too, like they don't have the stamina.
It shows that they're like both older and more in tune with the Force, and like I thought it was really cool and really, really poetic how they did that.
And that is like how a true to a samurai value. That is how a real fight would go. Like it would just be over in like 2 seconds.
True samurai battle.
It's probably one of the more realistic Star Wars fights.
So Fanboy Cantina says, do you guys have fencing or martial arts training self-taught? When I was really young, I did fencing for like a year, but a long time ago, and obviously I'm nowhere near as good as Mike, but
yeah, no, I don't have any martial arts training. Obviously I've just been swinging a saber around since I was 6, fighting my dad, of course, but it was the past like 4 years when I joined Lethal Temple. They told me the whole stage combat number system, and then you just go from there. You learn things,
That's super cool.
Yeah.
I mean, so you too at home can do it. Like and subscribe to Mike's channel for tutorials. I'm gonna be your hype man. I'm just gonna plug your voice. I'm gonna plug your stream.
I'm gonna get your voice on a commercial for me or something.
All right. Anything else that you want to add? We're about an hour here, so.
Yeah, I think we're getting off topic now. So I think we've covered everything we wanted to about the Mando. So.
So we're planning on making this like a weekly thing, about the Mandalorian, so we can just like sit down and talk to you guys and hear what you have to say, and give our opinions and our theories and just nerd out with you guys. Stand on the plug, man. You know it.
Yeah, if you guys are liking it, we'll continue to do it. I thought I'd just do something different. I know you usually just do tutorials and stuff, but this week I thought I'd switch it up a little bit. And I got a jacket review coming up. Right after this, I'm gonna be posting it, and next week we'll be back to tutorials, and we're gonna try to continue with this talk.
Yes, and we'll definitely. I mean, we'll keep this VOD on the channel. So if you have friends that want to go and watch it and hear the chat, they can do that as well.
Oh, and for everybody in the chat right now, we have a big fan film coming up. It's a sequel to Perpetual Force. So I hope you guys have seen that one. I'm going to be dropping that probably the end of November. So I hope you guys are hyped for that. And if you want to catch Zane, we're going to have his Twitch link later on. Zanovich17 on Twitch.
And yeah.
I think that's about it.
That's it. Thank you guys. Like I said, next week we'll be doing the same thing. So hopefully we'll see you all there.
Yeah.
We'll go through and read some of your comments and make sure you're liking the video and subscribing to Mike here.
Yeah.
And we'll see you guys next time. Thank you guys. Peace.